Hello and welcome back to What's on My Mind. My name is Thomas, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my interests in theater. Well, not really my interest in theater, just my experiences in theater, which is kind of hard to talk about because there's so much to cover, and I don't want this video to be 4 hours long. But first of all, if you haven't already and you've watched the videos that I've created so far, please like and subscribe because this is a relatively new channel. I'm just getting started as a content creator. Oh god, it's hard for me to even say that. But just it lets the algorithm know that you appreciate my videos. And that's very important to me. So thing that the reason that I want to talk about my experience in theater is because you think that when I say theater I mean I am an actor. I am not an actor. I cannot act for the life of me. And all kudos to the people who have devoted their lives and their talents and their time to the craft of acting. I applaud you. You were able to do something that I just do not find to be. Don't get me wrong, actors are amazing, and some of my best friends are actors, but I just can't put myself out there. I do not like. I'm very bad at remembering lines, just in general. I could quote Shakespeare for you. I couldn't tell you the. I could tell you the play. I could tell you the work. I couldn't tell you what act. I couldn't tell you the. I couldn't tell you the line. I couldn't tell you the scene. Just I know the first three lines of the Hamlet soliloquy. That's just not. My brain just doesn't work that way. I'm much more technically minded, which is good because I went into technical theater. And my first experience with theater was was in fifth grade. I played the role of Archimedes in a musical called Einstein's Closet. It was a very brief show. It only had one night, which some of the which unfortunately in the world of show, uh, certain productions are only graced one night, which is unfortunate because many of those productions often deserve to go longer than just one performance, which and then there are those that don't. And that is and that and sometimes that's just not in the cards for whatever reason. It could be financial, it could be that there were technical difficulties, it could be that it just wasn't a and I'm not trying to say that shows that don't run for long periods of time aren't good shows, just from a standpoint of, and I'm not a theater critic, so don't take any of this seriously. But from the critical point of view, it just might not have been a profitable venture to explore. And while that is unfortunate, it is also a stark fact of the sometimes irritating world of theater. But I digress from that ridiculous tangent. And if you've watched my videos, you'll know that I go all over the place. None of these are scripted. I'm not going to script my videos. I'm not going to script my videos. If you think that I should script my videos, please comment down below. Just, just do me that favor of giving me comments, and please keep your comments to uh, the content in the video. Don't argue about what I say or what's in my background, or don't just be good humans in the comment section, please. I haven't actually. This is one of my early. This is probably like my fourth or fifth video. So, and I've only actually, as of the recording of this, I've actually only just posted one. So, just when you see this, be nice to each other in the comment section, please. Uh, but back to the topic at hand of theater. I started I started recording I started working as a member of my high school's theater program in during my freshman year. And my freshman year was a an experience. I'm just gonna put it that way. It was an experience. I I really don't want for the algorithm. I really don't want this video to be taken down for me saying the wrong thing. But it was an experience. It is not easy to do live theater during the pandemic. Just there's a reason that Broadway shut its doors for a long time during COVID. And the first show I was a technician for was called 525,600 Minutes. It was a musical review of songs from different musicals. And it was all related to the year that was COVID, the year between 2020 and 2021. It was emotional. It was hard. It was me with people who I had just met, literally 5 minutes prior, being thrown into a full movie shoot with complete with lighting, sound, camera, uh, taping stuff down so people don't trip, which is a funny story we'll get to later. Um, but well, not funny. It's just a an anecdote that I will get to later. I think anecdote could be the correct word for this. It was nothing that I had ever experienced. It was the ultimate lesson in thinking on your feet, and it changed my life forever. Working as a theater technician is is one of the best decisions I've ever made because, and I've said this before, people in fine arts are amazing. They're truly amazing. They will go out of their way to be nice to you, especially theater technicians, especially band kids. And if band kids are also theater technicians or band kids are also actors, and you know them from both parts of that of the fine arts department, I know people that were all over the fine arts department. They were in choir, theater, bands, orchestra, jazz band, did pit for the musicals, did tech sometimes. I one of my friends is a phenomenal trumpet player, but also did tech for a couple of shows, which is amazing. Thank you. You know who you are if you're watching this video. But the thing about being in theater is it teaches you to think on your feet, and it gives you ridiculously valuable life skills. One, problem solving. Something breaks during a show, you've got maybe 20 to 30 seconds to figure out a fix, and another very short amount of time, because knock on wood, nothing or almost nothing went wrong with what I was doing during the shows. And that's not a flex or a brag. That's just a fact. Um, I had shows that were rough. Uh, every technician does. That is not a that is not a generalization. Every technician has a show that they are not proud of. Every technician has that show. And I'd say I don't remember what that show was for me because I've generally tried to not keep thinking about that because it's not easy to think about difficulty, having a difficult time in something that you genuinely love more than anything else in the world. Which I love theater more than pretty much anything else in the world, other than music, my family, and some other things. But theater is just the live theater is wonderful. Live theater is weird, it's messy, it's entertaining, it's at times it's roariously funny, at times it's just absolutely heartbreaking, and it is why I love it so much. The other thing theater gives you is invaluable friendships. And I will say this right now. The people that I have met in theater, if you're watching this video, A, thank you. Please subscribe. I love you all like my own siblings. I genuinely do. You are some of the most amazing people I've ever worked with. You, all of you, are immensely talented. Are have very attainable ambitions, and you will attain those ambitions. I say wholeheartedly. Just think about how far that all of you have come throughout your course of being a member of the fine arts department at said school. If you know what I'm talking about, if you're watching this video and you know who I am, if you know me personally, and you know who you know who you are if I am talking about you. Thank you. I genuinely am saying that. Thank you for being a part of my life. That I'm not trying to be a downer, but like, just thank you for, thank you for, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being, thank you for. I can't, I can't express how much gratitude I feel towards the people that I worked with in theater, especially the technicians, especially the directors, and people always say that live theater is about the actors. And at the end of the day, it is about the actors, but it's more about the story. And people often overlook that the story would not happen without both the actors and the technicians and all of the support staff, the the roadies, the directors, the producers, the house managers, the ushers, the staff at the specific venue, the the building maintenance workers, everybody who sets foot in a theater has a job, and they all do their jobs very well. And without any of them, the show would never happen. Sorry, uh, I have very bad allergies and my sinuses are frequently clogged. So if I wipe my nose too much during this video, I'm sorry. But I just think that theater technicians do not receive enough credit. And if you've been a theater technician, you know it can be a thankless job. but it can also be a very rewarding job. And it has been an incredibly rewarding opportunity for me to be able to channel my the technical side of my brain into building a world, into creating the space for magic to happen on a stage. And that is something that I take both very seriously and something that I would defend with my life. I genuinely would. I I just really, really, really enjoy theater. And the other thing that I learned from theater is skills. Things like how to advocate for myself, how to approach a problem in a different way, how to sorry, I'm just gonna grab a facial tissue really quick. How to advocate for myself and to uh troubleshoot how to coil a cable the correct way. And the one thing I took away from theater, gaff tape. I own a roll of gaff tape. And you might think, oh, what's gaff tape? Picture duct tape. Picture um strong adhesive tape. This is gaff. This is a roll of gaff that I've had for a while. Yes, it is red. It does kind of match my sweatshirt. But gaff tape is amazing because it a is very easy to tear. It is easier to tear than most other adhesive tapes. Um, it's easier to tear than duct tape. It is easier to tear than uh, it's easier to tear than sticky tape or uh plastic adhesive tape. It's easier to tear than masking tape. It's easier to tear than painter's tape. Much easier to tear than packing tape, and definitely better than that wire strand than that like filament stranded uh cardboard packaging tape. Uh, but the other thing that I love about gaff tape is it doesn't leave behind residue, which I mean it can if left on something too long, but for a short period of time, it does not leave behind residue, which on a stage is important. And I like that about gaff tape, but I also love that it has countless uses. Repairing props, marking things, putting labels on stuff, covering over lights that you don't want flashing. It can be used for marking. I even used gaff to mark the key, which key is which on my keys. Because I live in a building where I'm trying not to show the key, but I use two separate keys to enter two different doors, and I was constantly mixing them up, and then I realized, oh wait, I can just put gaff on the key that on one of the keys, and I'll never confuse that. So that's something that, and that's just what works in my brain. But yeah, gaff tape can be used to repair pencils. It can be used as a label on a cup. It can be used to cover stuff cover like clocks so that they don't show up on camera. It can be used to repair a hat. I used some black gaff. Actually, that's electrical tape, but you can use black gaff to repair a hat and it'll work. Uh, you can use it for literally anything. Uh, it's mainly used for securing cables, and that's its primary function in the theater world. But gas is what holds the world. Gas is what holds the earth together. That's just that is the adage among technicians. Gaff holds the work. Gaff, uh, Gaff, Tears, and Hope, and the script. Gaff, Hope, and this SM's script are what hold the theater world together. Really, just that and um mints. A lot of breath mints. We call them encouragements in theater. They're those red and white striped, uh, like mint candies that dissolve very quickly and very softly. They're wonderful. I have a very healthy addiction to those because they're delicious, and having fresh breath during a performance is not always a bad thing. Having one in your mouth to just kind of occupy yourself while you're going about your business during the show is more constructive than having stress. It's a way to occupy your time, and it's just meditative. It's therapeutic. Also, a lot of caffeine is what makes the theater world happen. Uh, I will say with absolute certainty that, and this is something that I'm not proud of, I've had too much caffeine in the past. I know people who have seen me with too much caffeine in my system. I'm sorry, that's just me when I have too much sugar. Uh, just caffeine is not the best for you, anyways. It keeps you up, but that's just it's it's because it's caffeine. That's what it's supposed to do. But I like, but yeah, those are the things that help theater happen. But this is a stinking miracle worker. I have had so many things that I'm like, oh, I need to fasten something down, or I need to hold something in place for 10 seconds. I need a way to secure, prevent a drumstick from falling apart. Because I also play the drums, if you don't know. I need a way to uh, label a lighting board or a soundboard. Gaff tape. Don't use don't use anything other than gaff tape. Look for it. Find a cheap roll on your shopping shopping website of choice. Go to a go to an everything store, which does exist. That's just my collective name for a store that literally just sells random stuff. Uh, I love everything stores because they you can find so much fun stuff there. I found that there's a store that uh, is near my sister's house that has everything from fishing lure to shower curtains, from fishing tackle to shower curtains. I know that sounds like Walmart, but it's not. It's a small store. It's the size of a it's probably the size of a convenience store at a gas station. Maybe a little larger. But it's about the size of of a it's about the size of a Subway sandwich shop. It's about the size of a it's about the size of a hole in the wall store. It is not a large building, and yet the amount of objects that are able to occupy that space so well, yet so chaotically, it makes me smile every time. There's another store that I frequent, that's closer to my house. My sister lives in another state than I do. That and that other store is, and they are not sponsoring this video. I just like this store, and they are not sponsoring this video. But it's American Science and Surplus in Park Ridge, Illinois. I love that place. I got this roll of gaff tape there. I got this hat there. I got um more things than I can count there. Uh, I hope I hope Paragosa get there. They have literally everything. They have literally everything. They have model kits, random circuit boards, Arduinos, uh, PC boards, tools, militaria, tape, both adhesive and non-adhesive, um, rope, string, novelties, miscellanea, hats, surgical instruments that just have no reason to be there. They just are. And I have some of them. I have a lot of the stuff that they sell there. It is a wonderful, wonderful shop. It is easily one of my favorite stores. It is one of my favorite places that exists. Um, and in your life, and this is with anything, you will find a location, you will find a place that just makes you happy. And that can be a house, that can be a store, that can be an event center, it can be a building. It can't be a building. It can be Central Park in New York City if that makes you happy. And if that makes you happy, it makes me happy too. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. It can be a place that you enjoy spending time. And I enjoy spending time at both of those locations. I enjoy spending time here with all of you. But yeah, theater is just a, and sorry for more tangents, but, and you will learn very quickly that when I'm rambling and when I have something on my mind, I say it. Dang it, I say it. Because I like sharing about myself. Because that's just the, if, is hopefully with, like, me sharing these videos, you'll see, oh, he's opening himself out up to the potential uh adverse responses from people who think, oh, he's weird or he's uh I'm weird or I'm quirky. I like being quirky. I like being weird. I like having idiosyncrasies. I consider myself eccentric. I am eccentric. I have things about me that are more normal. I have things about me that may seem completely foreign to other people. And that is completely fine. I welcome that. I welcome differences. I welcome similarities. I welcome the diversity a of the human species. And as a as a scientist myself, I'm not a I will preface this right now. I do not have a PhD. I do not have a degree. I do not have a college degree. I am currently working on a college degree, but I am a scientist. And as a scientist, I see the uniqueness of the world around me and I apply that to my daily life. And I think theater, being in theater is a way to appreciate the, is a way to appreciate people. Is a way to meet people, to get to know them, to work with them, to form bonds with them, and to be able to count on them, to be able to have them call you when they have a question, or you call them when you want to say hi. I still I still am in contact with the people that I worked with in high school. I still am, even if they were in a different grade. I'm still in contact with them because they are truly amazing people, and I care about them deeply, and they are like my family. and I consider them part of my family. And I love them all like siblings, genuinely. But yeah, that is how theater has genuinely impacted my life. It is a ridiculously messy story. If you want more anecdotes about it, I know that I said I was going to talk about cable security, and I'll put that in the short at some point. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified about more videos. If you subscribe, when you subscribe, leave a comment down below for any other video ideas that you want me to talk, for things that I mentioned that you want me to talk about. If you want to see more of my, if you want to see more of me, if you want me to talk about other things I'm interested in, if you want a video that's more researched, if you want me to ramble at a camera for another half hour, please comment. I love hearing feedback from other people. So thanks for watching. This has been What's on My Mind. I'm Thomas. Thanks for watching. Now catch you in the next video.